if you can transcend that moral scorecard, that behavioral scorecard, you're in the right place. That's why people can go through therapy for years, but until they get to forgiveness, then gratitude, you won't actually heal, I think, fully. You'll always have that stain in the heart, and so, or a little bit closed off. And so that's why when we get these messages, to bring it full circle again, these messages, if it leads to forgiveness and gratitude for all those that have sort of been along your story, been along your journey, it leads to your freedom. It leads to more intimacy, more empathy, more connection with others. The shoulders drop, the body's a bit more relaxed, a more willingness to participate in this world rather than close off because everyone's going to hurt me and it's a bit scary. So there's a participation element that's more encouraged, and a fearlessness about this life. And that seems to be honoring the sovereignty of the individual, which I think anyone listening that is always worried about the darkness or being tricked by these voices, which is common, Whitney. It's very common that people come to me thinking that this is trickery. There are evil spirits that are pretending to be nice, but that would mean it would have to lead to an eventual agenda where they take something from you. And maybe they say, well, they're so smart that you won't even know what they're taking from you. All that is just fear. You're exploring yourself, essentially. You're exploring yourself. Whether you go into a past life, or you go into a deep star system, or you go into yourself very quietly and deeply, it's just you. You go into your childhood, your memories, your ideas, the trauma. It's just you. You're just experiencing different versions of you. And so it's all you. You have every divine right to explore you. Where you go with it is entirely up to you, but you will see reflections of yourself that will scare you. So if you're meeting the devil, then there's something about you that is like, needs to see that part and make sense of it, resolve it, understand it, appreciate it, learn about it, be less split about it. I'm good and that's bad. I am in the Jesus light and they're in the devil light, and the world is too split. It's like, just pay attention to the outcomes of these messages and these experiences, that people's lives are being enriched. So if your experience with past life has led to more freedom, more of a courageous forthrightedness to this world, and a willingness to be more in love with something, then it's doing its job, essentially. It doesn't matter how you got there. You got there, essentially. And so always keeping in mind, no matter what modality, freedom, sovereignty, empathy, connection, unity, forgiveness. Like, if it leads to that, it doesn't matter how you get there. So I think that was pretty important to preface that before we get into any deeper messaging around that.